So I received a comment the other day asking me what Siege would look like in 11.2. Now, this is the final version that I had, but I initially tried it out with Inspired Zeal, and I wanted to play into Rafford's Vengeance in order to get out a bunch of engines in round 1 and prevent a lot of these Golden Necker and Renfrey decks to have a lot of tempo from passing us. And to be honest with you, it wasn't that great. The reason why is because I don't have a lot of soldiers, and we find a difficult time making that crew pocket anyways early on in the game, and most of the engines that we're going to be playing are going to be siege engines, and we want to make sure that we have enough for later. So in this specific instance, it wasn't really that great. Now, what I decided to do instead was go back to Stockpile because it's tried and true, but try to include something like Temple, and there are a lot of good pulls that we can have with this in order to save the deck altogether. Now, I'll give you a couple examples. If you look at the top end here for Northern Realms, you could see that we have good cards that are nice to have off Temple, but aren't necessarily great to play for the provisions that they cost. So something with synergy for this deck could be War Elephant, right? We have the tokens that we're spawning off the leader and the additional 2 that we managed to get from Radovid if we're able to pull them off successfully, and that right there creates a really good crew pocket for War Elephant. So just a good point slam in a short round can make the world of a difference. We have things like Viraxis where we can reset the order of something, you know, that could be effective, especially for pulling into maybe a duel, right? We have Onslaught or we have Selkirk. Both of options are great, and we even have a siege support in the deck already to help, you know, speed these along and give them zeal. Now, more than often, you're going to be looking for the War Elephant. You're going to be looking for one of these two because we like control quite a bit. If you need another tall punish, that's great. I do like Adalia quite a bit in this situation, so Adalia would be really good to be able to go and play one of our siege engines like a Reinforced Ballista or a Kerack Ballista before we go and play scenarios so that we have more siege engines out there, and we're going to get greater impact from the bombardments, right? Because these increase the damage by 1 for each siege engine we control, so we want to get out as many as possible. And, you know, being able to actually roll more than one Adalia off of Temple is actually quite nutty. So there's that. I don't mind cards like Gerhard, as always. Unconditional value, plays for minimum 13 points. It could be really good in a short round. It can help defend a bleed, because what I was finding with Siege was that we were getting challenged so much and opponents were trying to bleed out our scenario. So things that come off of Temple help prevent us from having to play scenario to defend a bleed, right? We have other good stops like Vigo's Muzzle, High Tempo play. We have the Siege Masters. If these come out with their first siege engine that we play, we get to draw additional cards. We get to have the order off them as well and reduce the cooldown. So a few little tempo plays there to help keep us going. Now, I didn't want to go and put in Amphibious because 14 provisions is a lot in this game, okay? And I felt like the value that we're getting off something like this, or having Heatwave, was just better than putting this in. And we get the boost back because we can draw off Temple as well, and boosted by the amount of cards in hand. So it doesn't feel half bad that way. And also, you know, Oniro was just better for getting Siege, for getting Temple, for getting these two, right? There are a lot of cards we can't tutor with Amphibious because it's limited to a unit, first of all, and it has to be 9 or less provisions. So you can imagine. And most of the siege engines that we would play anyways off of this, chances are they're 5 provisions, so you're not really getting the full potential of boost regardless. So what this deck looks like in action is, in round 1, you want to try and get out maybe the siege towers, because these can engine quite effectively. If left on the board for a long period of time, the opponent's going to push, so at least we're getting the 2 vitality, and, you know, we can keep doing that, right? And I don't mind taking a Kerack Ballista, maybe a couple winches to try and get out of the round, maybe, you know, 1 bombardment. Hopefully we get a Thin. I don't mind taking a siege if they push. You can go and set up the carryover with Radovid. And really, Temple would be nice to get out there too before we win a round, because if we play this after we win a round, it's not going to be quite the same for us here. We're going to be able to basically shuffle an ally unit back in deck and then shuffle an enemy back in deck, which is okay, but it's not great. Our target in this case would be Radovid, or it would be Henselt, because Henselt could then go and play another card, which is kind of nutty. Imagine being able to tutor out Full Test Pride and Kerack Ballista if we missed something and we wanted to have a bit more going on. That's the way that I see it here. So I want to talk about some of the shortcomings of the deck, because this deck can control just about everything. If they're playing an answer this or lose type situation, we basically purify the defender, seize one of the targets, heatwave the other target, we could squirrel something else. It gets pretty nutty, right? We have boiling oil for the Saskia type matchup. Everything's going to get controlled one way or another. We do well against the Helga as well, right? In the Nilfgaard matchups, we can handle most things. We're going to have trouble against Frost, okay? And I wanted to include games that were difficult for us as well today, so be on the lookout for that. You know, some matchups are just not going to be good for us, right? Nilfgaard that has a million locks is going to be really bad for us. And Frost monsters are going to be terrible for us because we have a couple Rolock cards. We get a lot of value out of the Caraballistas, especially, you know, in a long round 3. You can imagine all the cooldowns from playing Warfare cards because they trigger resupply, right? Whenever we play a Warfare card, reduce the cooldown by 1. So you can imagine all those that we have with the bombardments, with the winches, with the boiling oil, you name it. And then, of course, you know, the extra even from the winch. It's just nuts. So, yeah. We got to make sure that these stay on the right row that they're supposed to be on. I didn't think it was worth going and teching any sort of movement into the deck because I felt like some matchups you can't win and some matchups you do really well in, and that's just what happens with any deck. So there's that. I have 5 or 6 games with live commentary for reference for you guys here. These are during and towards the end of placements. I haven't played a lot of Northern Realms this month, so there's going to be mixed skill levels in the games. However, I feel like all these matchups that I'm showing you are quite common, with exception to maybe 1 or 2 of them that are a little bit more unique, and I still thought they were good games. Now, let's get into the gameplay, guys. Not much else to say today, but I will see you soon with another video. Hopefully you like this, and if you do, please subscribe to the channel. I'm pushing for 15K. Let's make it happen. Thank you, guys. Okay, first game of the day, we got Skellige Onslaught, right? Put the deck to the test. I don't want to spend too many expensive things early on, but I definitely want to get out Temple, right? So if we give them the round to establish the carryover, we can play this, draw the card that it makes, maybe get rid of their Echo or something that they might need to bring back later. I think we keep Squirrel in this case. This could be good for a boat. I don't think I want 2 of the towers. I don't think we need a winch right here. That looks pretty good. We developed the Radovid carryover. Yeah. Easy. We predicted that, at least. So I don't need to get rid of it just yet, right? Why are we getting exactly what we want? I'm going to take the carryover play. Shawnee's not doing a whole lot, but neither are these. Wait, okay, the Priscilla is actually interesting. Heal an allied and reset its cooldown. I mean, this could be perfect for Foltest Pride, right? I haven't tried playing Siege since Temple came out, so this could be something that we just need for it, right? What I'm thinking is, with this card, we could do like a round 1 carryover type situation, and then we can go aggro to defend any sort of bleed that we see in round 2 with the new cards that we added, right? So, for example, I can go and I can... I'm probably honestly going to take the Vandergrift here. We only get the Resili 1, but one's better than none always, right? And, honestly, I don't think I'm going to have a chance to play Siege Tower here in round 1. And we'll just go ahead and play something like that, I guess. I think that's worth Peller. If I had a way to damage that or whatever the case, we'd definitely go for it, but it's not looking good, so I'll just go ahead and take Peller here. You know what's crazy, though, is like literally we could play Vandergrift soon and get away with it. I don't think I'm supposed to, though. They're passing? That's not really what I thought. Okay. 16. I could do it in 2. We definitely don't want to give them a free round, right? I think what I'm supposed to do is take this first so that we can. Okay. Or we just play... Well, if we play down hard, it doesn't really work, right? No! No! Do I ever just take... Do I ever just take it? Let's see. I don't know if I want to waste leader charges like that. For no reason either, you know what I mean? What's in... Okay. We don't bleed. We just let them have it. Honestly, if I can deny the resilience that they have, and they didn't really get a chance to thin all their stuff out, that's not a bad way to start the game. Definitely put Squirrel back for that reason, though. We'll definitely put back Siege Tower. Imagine I crank it and... You know, I have a big fear in this matchup of the Curse of Corruption, and I feel like this wouldn't get a lot of value if I held it and tried to bleed with it, or what if I played it too soon in the round, you know what I mean? They would have just killed it for free, so at least now it's sitting there and they gotta... I don't know. They're gonna do something. So realistically, we need to draw these. That'd be sick. These two, obviously, are gonna help. I think we have a fairly good chance of getting what we need in this deck. But you see how, for example, round one, they just go throw down a couple cards and get a tempo pass? That, to me, that's concerning. And I think that's a big reason why Siege isn't really being played right now. Why did they use a leader charge on a pass? Did they... They must have thought that it was going to be carried over into round 3? Something like that. Good. Okay, Henselt pulls probably a Carabalista. Oh my gosh. It's funny how we missed these two thins, but we still get all the cards we need. Kind of a waste. Here's what we're gonna do, alright? I'm gonna take the Caros because they're, you know, they're Chads, right? We gotta have the highest base power we can. I don't want them removing these special things now. And then whenever they play a card, I'm gonna go in and take the Siege and go from there, probably, right? Hit the shield.
I can do a great deal more for you.
Should I just muzzle that? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, no. Never mind. That's a heat wave, though. Definitely a heat wave. What? There, just so that we can. That would have been a nice muzzle. So we got 11 on that, plus whatever vitality it had, plus the damage that we saved from this whole thing. So I'm feeling pretty good about that, really. So... do I care? I don't care. I think I put this on melee because we're going to be beefing up the range row quite a bit. If anything, I should have put a Dahlia on the same row, but I'm fine with that. It's one of those things where a Dahlia probably just dies anyways. Sure. Chill. Let's stop that 1 point per turn engine. Oh my gosh. We set this one up first because of the order, right? Chill. We're getting melted here. All right, so definitely use. Crew is something I don't think I'm going to be able to pull off unless we Henselt in the middle. Actually, you know what? I don't even care if it's literally moving that. I think we can just take that off and just save the point anyways. And then we'll take Henselt to get this thing done. Maybe a little backup here. Just wipe it. There we go. Well, this is what we trained for, man. I'll leave it. I'll leave it.
The wind is more left of the gods.
I'll tell you guys a sad story. So, yesterday was the last day of the month, and I work in sales, okay? And, I missed my sales target by $200 on the month. The whole month, okay? And right before the end of my shift, too, I had a couple clients that I was trying to get to make up their mind, and they were having a hard time. And, anyways, what a good seas. And I couldn't get it closed. It's unfortunate, but with the company, it's literally like you hit your target and you get commission. If you don't, you don't. So I got no commission for the past month. So I literally got the sad wage that you get with a sales job and all the crappy experience of dealing with sales, but not the pay that you're supposed to get with them. It was horrible. So when I got off work yesterday, all I wanted to do was just rest and just go to sleep because I was pretty upset. But I'm feeling pretty good today. Let's see here. I think it's close. I think we win. I think it's close, but I think we win. So we hit that for 5. We do that for 2. We get this for 1. We put this here. We put this here. We do that first, so it's crew. I'm gonna rope, but I need to get some things set up. I'll make sure to update the deck list in the chat, but also in the description. So if you guys want to play this deck, you can have it right away. Here, we'll do this. It's hard to win a game without any points, right? Just want to make sure that we get rid of everything. Here. I'll save this, and we'll just kill off the, sorry, doggo. Whoops. Self-ping for the dominance. I guess I could have left the leader charge and then just reset the... I honestly don't think it matters. Like, realistically, I would have pushed this back before I used this, took a winch on it, and then brought it back to hit whatever they hit. But the fact we're sitting on this much damage, it's whatever they play is going to die anyways. Yeah. I mean, that's the best bet. You just try and take me down with you there. They played, I'm just going to show them what's good, you know? Nice. Alright, next up here we got Reckless Flurry Skellige. So this is probably the Shoop Miri, right? Either that or Witchers, but I doubt it. It's probably Shoop. So maybe we keep Squirrel for that reason. I don't mind a bombardment. I think winches could really carry here for us in round 1. We could do a lot with it. Maybe this just goes. Okay, good. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, we actually get good thins here. I don't think I'm going to need boiling oil. It's hard to say if they run boats or not. I think I'm going to dump it. Oh, it's what?
We dare not set sail
The
without
second that I'm like, okay, I'm going to get rid of that. We actually need it. That's funny. Would have been the best boiling. So what is this deck then? Could just be there for, I don't know. Maybe it's full rain. Maybe it's not. We'll see. Let's warm up the engines here.
I pass on every 10th round.
Look at that. It just sucks that you couldn't let it go in between. It kind of gets sloppy, you know? I think it should be, if you have 2 in hand, there should be a clause put on either side. I don't know. Because at this point, it wouldn't even be overtuned. It would just be normal. Then people would actually want to play more into crew. Well, okay. Excuse me. Let's see. I could take it. I could also just take Peller. Cousin Malosh, sub with the Prime Gaming. Appreciate it. Welcome into the stream. I think what I'm supposed to do here. Running out of time. Yeah, I'm going for it. Bam. 1. Good. Good. Okay. You see what I mean? The value from this is just ridiculous. Yeah, it's going to be a Melu thing. That's also going to be a Squirrel. Or I could just heatwave it. We'll see. We'll see. It's probably we just muzzle this because it's free. It's unfortunate that it's locked. You know, I could have actually taken Temple there first. We lost the opportunity of getting 1 boost. However, I don't know if we need to. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna take. I'll take something first. We'll get the carryover play. Guys, I lost a point. It's my bad. I'm gonna put back. Okay, I'll keep Squirrel. But I think we're just taking Heatwave on the Melu anyways. Like now. Unless there's a way that we could just get rid of it. That would save me a lot of problems. I don't know. It's a lot of points. It pushes me out of the round here. Radovid keeps us going. If I put Radovid here for the crew, this starts getting armor. Interesting. It's a Melusine Reckless deck. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, we actually tempo. There we go. I think I'm willing to spend just about everything that's in my hand here to win the round. I don't even mind playing Hensalt. I'm carried by such good pulls on the late game strat that we should just be fine. And we can reset the order of this, or we could reset the order of the war elephant, it's nuts. Yeah, so hear me out, okay? I really can't do anything about... I guess I could just sink it there. Here. We'd never play elephant this round, but... What's a lot of points without being too many... I think we just go for the siege tower thin, really. It's not going to be crew, but we still get the boost on the Henselt. We still get, you know, everything set up that way. And if they pass, we're still in a decent spot. No more rain, at least. For once, I think, like, I'm playing against something relatively interesting. I'm happy about that. Whoa.
Let's get this over with.
Okay. Order, damage an enemy unit by 3 if the power is a multiple of 3 destroyed instead. It just never stays, though. You know what I mean? So... what's my easiest way to kill that? If it's a multiple of 3 destroyed, I see the vision. Realistically, it would have to be using leader here. You see? We definitely have to. Oh, that was a mistake. That doesn't really matter. Just winch it. I forgot how good winches with Henselt were. Alright, at least we're doing things right now. There we go. I wish I had War Chariot at this point. So if I can't win the round, we can at least wait. You won't. Oh, you will. Oh, wait. Oh! That was a mistake, guys. I wasn't paying attention to the priest. I thought I was going to creep up by a point. Free round check. Nah, it's fun. It's fun. Here. I think we're just chilling still. I would say that a lot of strategies were out of the way early for them. A professional dagger, some of the discard stuff, you know. Yeah, see, we go for the pass. Is there anything that I can pull that's worth playing here? Nope. You know what? I'm fine with this. If anything, this deck encourages that we lose round 1, because then we can start round 3 with siege down first, and then they just have to deal. Notice as well, guys, that this deck's actually thinning out below 10, which is decent, you know? And that's after we stuffed it with cards. I think that we're going to get rid of some of these pillars. Not what you want to see here, but maybe under some circumstance they have rupture. I doubt it. Here. They're going to play around this regardless. I can tell you that much. Whenever I put that card in for one-man crew, I find I don't need it as much as I'd like or think I do. It's not going to survive. I'm going to remove it. Sheesh. Okay, maybe it's gonna survive. Maybe. I gotta take this first. And... It sucks that I'm not going to get it the way I need to get it. You know what I mean? This is a siege, right? Okay. Maybe that's the way we do. Do this for now. There's a lot going into keeping that alive. Hopefully they hit the elephant so we don't go too tall.
Let's not get in the way of my axe.
Okay, so it's gonna be weird. It's gonna be essentially this goes first. It's like I'm just adjusting to what we have going on. Then that has to go. And then I guess we could take this so that this will get set up shortly. And then I think we just do that now because it's gonna die otherwise. And it's crew so that it'll set up this. Now if they have Curse of Corruption, I'm screwed.
We shall do it my way.
We'll just take it here. There we go, 2 for 2. So I just want to point out a couple mistakes. Basically, round 1, obviously not seeing the priest. That could have been avoided. We could have put more pressure on, maybe tried to go for the 2-0. However, we were pretty stacked in round 3. They didn't have a lot of gas left anyways. Just something I wanted to point out for the game. Alright, next up here we got Mobilization, Northern Realms. Almost said Nilfgaard. Might as well be, actually. So, I don't know how we fare against this, but at least we have the ability to chew through some of that armor and try to chip out some of those low base power reavers, right? I'm just guessing that that's what it is. I think we're going to have a harder time against if they do like a Centurion spam later on. But we'll see. I might have a pretty good muzzle in this match. I wonder if it's ever just jamming scenario to prevent them from getting any traction, bleeding out all their good win conditions round 2 and playing a short round 3 with what we've made off Temple. That could be a thing. But if we win a round, that we don't get the proper version that we want of the Temple. So, I don't know, man. Guess we could use Temple to replay Onslaught or something like that. That's not bad. I'm just gonna steal that. I can make another copy of the support. This is disgusting, dude. Okay. Unbelievable. Well, that's 2 out of 2.
You one of us or not?
Should I heatwave that? Do I heatwave that? Boost. No, I think heatwave's too expensive.
Uh-oh. Trouble approaches.
Thanks for the free points, bro.
The righteous shall be recompensed.
You know what I'm gonna do? Take it Henselt, man. Doing this. Yeah. Here. Okay, Hensel into Full Test Pride. Crew. Chew. It's Zeal, that's right. Okay, here. I don't even care. They want to front load with all these echo cards and truffle and this and that. Like, I gotta see more. Yeah, we'll just winch it out and stuff. I think we're fine. You know what, though? If I'm going to take this round, there has to be that slow turn, though, coming up. Okay, leader there. Good, good. Do we care? Wow. To me, that's pretty thirst, right? Okay, so I think we're just going to go for the temple play. So we have it. Sheesh. 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 Do we try to contest it? They just set up shop again if we don't. So they played, okay, they played one off of the amphibious, and then they played another one from hand for the Reaver Scouts. So now they have, I think they played, okay, one of these off this. So they have both originals, and then they have the one off of the other location, right? The garrison. I never understood why. I mean, okay. 2236. Do we ever push this? Two armor hits. Nah, I think I'm gonna pass on that, and then take the carryover at a larger number. I got leader out of the way and some of the good stuff, and then we have really good means to defend, because if I go and get that carryover, right, it'll be a bigger Onseus. I think that they're going to push, so I can't have cards like Envoy. I think they're just too slow for this case, and I think Peller has to go as well. So far, so good. Even without drawing these, we're getting a couple golds, right? I thought about not putting Henselt and trying to draw Henselt off this, but then I felt like it was just too RNG heavy. Yeah, they're going for it. Maybe that's the heat wave, actually. Or, no, it's definitely not. I think that's just the duel. We'll put that back. Hopefully they push. What? Okay, try it again. What can I do that's going to be 4 damage?
Don't recognize your old mates. We're the Crinfrid Reavers.
I don't have 4 damage. Ah! I could boiling it. Yo. That's the last one. I think that's the last one. What do you do now? You're done, right? Because it was this, one from hand, one from Truffle. No, they might have one more. That's not really much of a deck, though. Yeah. So card down and you're shot. And they do what they do, right? Alright, next up here we got Frost. I honestly think that Frost is going to be one of the toughest matchups that we face. They move all our engines around. A couple of them are road-locked anyways, right? We have what spawns off the scenario, and then we have the Caraballistas, so it's going to be a problem. I don't mind, we'll keep this for when they play the Queen. Keep this, of course. We might need this, actually. Maybe even on a Foglet or something like that. Now, this can probably go. This dies quick, but I think it's worth trying. I don't think we need Siege. There, that's good. I don't think I have time to play Envoy, really. Let's do some big things here, okay? Squirrel could be good for the Echo. I think I'm going to take this now so they can't take a toad on it or just kill it off easy. It's going to have to be countless turns of frost and or just, you know, taking that wrath right away. Yeah, you see? And I think that... Okay, look. Hear me out, right? Yeah, that's a tough choice. Okay, let's just get the round. I was thinking about just taking boiling. It would give me the cooldown. I'd be able to kill it off. But we said boiling was for the other card. By the way, this is such a cool premium card when it's premiumed. It's a shame.
Oh, good. Right.
That's gross too.
Father.
I think what I'm going to do is get the slow play out of the way. Dandelion's not what you want to see here, but Adalia is something I'll take. Adalia is going to make the bombardments massive. It's unfortunate because it's a very slow turn. Wenching is an option, yeah? I think what I'm going to do, though, is take this first. Yeah, we're going to take one of these. Put Peller back.
My great-granddaughter will do great things.
I don't think it really matters where you put it. I could say here, just in case we grab a support, but... Temple slow the turn that it's played, but it sort of balances itself out if you take it afterwards, so I don't even mind that much. I just want to kill that. Alright, so I'm going to take my squirrel now. And we're going to start chipping at this guy. Because we might be able to take out 2 engines the same turn, right? If I just use leader. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Why would you pass on that? I can just play junk. So they have no carryover from that. Okay, this is good. This is good. They play maybe Tyrnalia and something else on the pass, but it gives me time to get the entire deck. Okay. They're going to save Bruisers, though, so I don't know how much value we're gonna get out of the Caro. I think I'm going to dump this for now. I think I'm going to dump this for now. It'd be nice to have actual cards that are engines and that do things, you know? We have last say for the Whoa. Foglet on a dry pass. I guess at this point they figure I probably have Heatwave and it won't stick, and they probably won't get the most value out of Pretty Boy anyways, so it's just a tall removal target, I guess. I don't know. Let's see. Adalia needs a bronze, so we have to be careful. So I think I need to keep this here just in case. The Wench, however, I could probably dump one of these. Okay. So it's going to be Oniro for this, and it's going to be the Henselt for this. And unfortunately, we missed these two. So it wasn't as good as what we had before, but I think I'm fine. So what's next? Oberyn. And they have just bronzes, okay. Ah, so they're playing Sabbath. Yeah, I see. It's one of those. That's fine.
Can you believe it?
I want to say that it's probably better to just get rid of this while I have the chance before I do anything else. Because I respect the fact that that's going to play for 20 points. Okay, now I understand. They're going to try and stack like 100 points. We're going to get down siege. We have to bombard this board. It's disgusting. Okay. You know, I wasn't thinking about that as much. It would have been kind of nice if we played Radovid round 1 because they would have brought it back, and then from there we would have been able to get an extra leader charge off it, but just wasn't really happening, you know? Okay. Go. Henselt's gonna get taken care of, right? Well, not. It probably won't, actually. Here's what we'll do. We'll bait out that last leader charge.
It will not be.
Oh yeah, they have one more. You know what I could do though? I can crew. Okay, look, I can crew this and then basically just remove that, and then we're just stuck with, you know, the big 3 here. That's not the one that I would have done. Let me show him something, all right? And honestly, guys, I'm not going to start teching in movement cards because it's one specific type of deck we're playing against that would just suck, and I don't think it's really... Yeah. Look, we're gonna do this even though it affects the cooldown, because I think that it's just the right thing to do, okay? Of course you hit the one that I'm going for. Then I don't care anymore. We'll just do it that way. They'll take a bruiser off the other one now, I'm sure. Another bombardment wouldn't hurt. They're moving them, but they're not removing them, really. They removed one of them, so we still have a fair amount up there. There's 4.
We know the mysteries of time and space, all of them.
Yeah, keep boosting that. I'm trying to get the best value off the bombardments. I don't know. You know what I mean? There's a fine line. Okay. Let's see if they have another removal. I don't know. This could be a loss, but it's hard to say. That's going to be the heat wave, right? Shoot, we missed it. Okay, so we'll try to get rid of this one at least. And then we could do this. So that we can do that. That's a heavy bombardment. I think I want to do one here. It's looking kind of tough for the Pride. I think what I'm supposed to do is play it on melee. I was trying to sandwich it up beside Hensel, but it's just not going to work. What do we got to kill here? Here's what we'll do. Just so we get the better cooldown, we got to do it this way, okay? At least we could save a couple points on that. Are we dead on board? Yeah, maybe. We lost so many points because of this.
We know the mysteries of time and space, all of them.
So we'll remove that. They play their card for a lot. We'll see. 21 points. We're down by 10, so we need 30 points in one turn. If I had full leader and the rows were right, I think we would have been able to do it, but because this, it doesn't look good to me. All considering, though, wasn't horrible. Like, we're in the same game, you know? Coming up next here, we got off the books Syndicate. Okay, Thinning is winning. I think Peller can go. I believe they're going to have an engine I want to remove. I don't like the idea of having this slow thing, but it could get a lot of value if it's left unchecked. So maybe that is the round 1 strat. I don't think I'm going to need Squirrel here yet, if at all. Like, if anything, it's just Hemmelfart carryover denial, that's all. Which is good, but maybe not when we're on blue coin. And I think I'm going to put back Bombardment. Of course, we get another one. Sure. Do I ever just play this? Yeah, okay. I see the vision now. Look. We can give Radovid Zeal. Of course. Opponent's just like, nope. Try that again. If I play this and take the strat, they're going to play Junior Watch. I guarantee it's one of those things, but I think that's not a bad trade. If they play Junior and Prof round 1 for a couple bronzes, then that's like a lot. Okay, Tunnel Drill. Imagine it just gets rebuked. Well, not rebuked. I always call it rebuke, but you know what I mean. I guess it puts it in Junior territory, so we'll just take the points. Tunnel Drill out of the way. Remember when Tunnel Drill was the most scary card that ever existed in Gwent? Literally. You saw the drill and you're just like... Okay. So... Here's what we do. Here's what we do. Okay. Wait, this is 2 tag? No, it's 1 tag. Cut-ups, yeah. Reduce cooldown. We'll definitely do it that way. Unless we boost it by 1, because then it keeps it out of a direct removal with Junior. Which I don't mind. And you might be asking, why didn't I just put this here? That's a good question. No reason. Actually, no reason at all. What do you got for me? Oh. Well, at least it stays. Here.
those who irritate me.
Now we focus on that. That's the only engine, right? Give me my carryover. Should I take the loss uneven? Or should I just muzzle something? That's a lot of points. Okay, so... $18, is it worth it? They lose half their coin, they've already used 1 leader charge, and they've already played, I would say, 2 important gold cards. Now, all I've played was carryover and bronze, so with that, I should be able to defend the bleed, and also I should be able to somehow get my own Neuromancy or my temple, I'd like to say. So that means we can get that carryover play that I want to have, whereas if I win the round, I don't get that opportunity. So, yeah, you can have it, man. Watch me not get it either. Yeah, okay. I better draw it off this.
Can use this. Not sure for what just yet, but
It sucks that I can't just play Bombardment and be done with it. I have to actually play another card. Right? So, tough. Tough. Yeah, we lose. They don't know what we have, but if they somehow do, right? It's over. Okay. Let's just get that. It's mine now. That's a Tide Cloak, which I don't think they're going to be having really many of in this deck. That's probably what they were hoping to make. So... sucks, because I don't want to spend this. We are defending... well, we're not defending card. We're literally defending the bleed. Scorch. Imagine. Okay, so I might have to start committing here. No. Alright, cool. Look, we did it. I'm actually really happy with that. You lose half your bank. I keep all my leader charges, yeah? Now we just have to draw 1 or 2. I don't even care about this anymore. I think we can still win without it. I still want it, though. Yeah. Alright. Game time. Put this on melee so I have more room. That's kind of what you want to do. If I did it wrong in the other games, just pay attention to this one. It's got to be melee.
My knights say we like witches, strong and immune.
Do we have any crew in deck? Any crews in the deck? Yeah, okay. You know what sucks is this is where Junior comes out. Junior's gonna take out 2 of these engines in 1 turn. Unless they missed him. Nah, they didn't. Oh, they just... okay, cool. Whatever, man. This is 2 tags, right? I think we heatwave it. Actually, tallest? Nah, we're gonna kill this, man. Heavy kill it. Or try to, at least. Here. So I gotta take this now. And then we can take that. And then this will ping it dead. Yeah? You know what the crazy part is? We're not even out of the water yet. We might actually still lose. I just think that if they had Junior, that was the time to do it. Because taking out Hensalt before he hits 20 points and then taking this out would have been massive. Yeah, you see, I guess they were saving it for this reason, but it's bait. It's bait. Here. It's not getting any better, right? Two. That'll revolve. Okay, that'll resolve. This will have order. I'm going to use one here, so this is set up for the next round. Of course. I haven't really seen Moril's in the deck for a while because, I mean, it works with Cobb, but it's not like it's contributing to collusion, so it might not even be collusion. It might have been a misread. If we're doing tallest unit, we can... Okay, I guess, whatever. Let's get rid of a spender. We have 4 engines on the board here. I'm going to take this now. Let's take... there we go. Then next turn we bring that back. Yeah, and we have the setup too for the siege tower. Okay, man. That might actually just be the heat wave, guys. It's sad to say it, but... Well, if I'm gonna do it, I have to do it. So then next turn we hit whatever. Yeah. I think we have it in the bag at this point. It's a little close, though. Yeah, Siggy's going to play for Wall. They spent a lot of the good stuff, right? Moril's, Professor, Junior, Drill, Jacques. Yeah, it's going to be bronzes. Cobb. Okay. That's fine. We gotta get rid of the spender. Take that. Use the last one here. Kill the last spender. It could make the difference. There we go. Bombardment's gonna absolutely, like, slap. Okay? Oh, we gotta get rid of that. Jeez. No! This one could be interesting. I don't know how it's going to go, really. It could just be one of those, like, make a bunch of copies of something type decks, and in that event, we actually have some answers to it. Right? Seizing, Heat Waving, Squirrel, you name it. So I'm going to keep all these in hand. I think I have to dump this for now. Probably remove Pride. I don't think I'm going to want to play that in round 1. Defender Purify. This is like the ultimate let me tech against your hand 1 sec deck. I hope it's something that's like just a meta breaker type style and we can really take advantage of this. Yep. It's Weavis of some sort, right? Whether it's Weavis or who knows what they're doing. Must be important. Problem is if I purified too early, then they get scared and they go take Sabbath before we can actually get down the heat wave or whatever the case, and then we lose our pellers. So I got to be careful in the way that I set this up here. I think I'm supposed to give them a turn to get ready. If anything, if they're going to be taking Sabbath, I might as well play Rat a bit early.
It is how I punish those who irritate me.
So Weavis is at 5 power. Dagon's at 8. Detlef's at 6. I'm trying to think of what options they would have for printing here. Because that's what it's looking like. Yeah. Yeah. Should I just rank a bombardment? Alright.
Ye who wander on the gale, ye we summon, ye we call.
I think that's time to just start doing things. I could take one of those away. Then they're going to play the original one. We deal with one at a time. So they'll play the original one. They might even just take Queen first. I guess in that case I'd Heatwave Queen. Yeah, it's looking like Queen here. We'll just Heatwave Queen. And Squirrel the... Okay. Sick deck. I've never, like, there was one time where I did a Weavis thing back in the day. It was with the old Death Shadow leader, but, I'm taking that. Sorry, man. I don't think this game's gonna last. I'm pretty sure I'd be fairly frustrated if someone did that to me. I think the squirrel's gonna be the nail in the coffin here. I'm gonna go for that last one and just watch. A lot of provisions are put into this strategy so far. It's half the deck. We got the carryover at least. $23.
I'm an officer and a
There we
gentleman.
go. They still have a pretty good chance, though. If they pull back the Defender plus the Brewis, it's decent, right? But you know what, though? Look, 9 provisions, 6 provisions, AQ's 10, he's 9, you got the 13 here, like, a lot of things. I don't think there's much more to it. I don't know if they have room for Haunt. I think I'm allowed to just do this. I don't want to pass, I just play Winch. $45.24 Is it a trap? Yeah. Kinda. Well, nah. Yeah. Nah. If they... Okay, well, we'll be able to get Pride back. Actually, it's ruined here. Okay, that's a trap. Had I not put this in the middle, maybe I would have played Pride, because we could have winched the Pride. You know? I think it's alright. We get the 6, we get a click, it brings me to 6 again. We get maybe, if we're lucky, well, we get this for sure, but we might get... No, we don't. We get a Peller or a Squirrel. Okay. good. And probably get rid of that. There we go. I think we're in a good enough spot here. If I were them, I would feel like it's a 2-0 or nothing. Right? I think that's like the only way to look at it. So they're going to bring 1, 2, and well, this. That's so. What do they have left? Maybe a Foglet, maybe Succubus? Oh my.
I prefer to create my own company.
Alright then. How do I deal with this? I guess I can go and take Henselt. Take one of these.
I pass on every 10th round.
I'm certain that they're done making the copies, right? That was sort of the big play. I just want to defend card at this point. It also wouldn't hurt to get back a Caraballista in round 3. Instead of a Squirrel. Repeller. Good. Okay, hold up. We lost round 1. I'm taking Temple. Definitely taking Temple here. Sheesh. We could bring back a soldier. It's decent. I think I'll do 1. Actually, we'll do 2. We gotta stay ahead. And then we just crew this. Well, actually, yeah, we'll crew it here.
You wouldn't want to hurt us, would you?
What am I taking? Or am I taking anything? We'll just do this for now. I'm not going to use this. I'll use this in round 3. We'll fix the hand if it's busted. Even if last 2 cards are Heatwave and Dagon, I think we just win, right? Oh. What? That would be really cool, actually, if they had 5 Weavises and they just played a Werecat. Here. We can reduce the cooldown by 1.
Trouble approaches.
Should be able to just take it off the wind shift, not that I can pull something else and we could save this for later. We have 3 leader charges to set it up perfectly. We have Oniro coming back for the siege. I think that I'm glad I got the game. I don't think you're going to see this matchup really often, but it's nice to just feel like, you know, we can get a dub with it. Zeal on something. We don't really need to take the order. Unless I get, like, the Selkirk. Makes me want to throw a second one in the deck almost, but we're not always getting this card, right? Yeah, I'm not even going to spend Selkirk or anything like that here. I used the one I got. I think I had to still use that. Did I have to use that? Actually, the winch played for a lot of points. The winch played for like easily 10 points, right? The order plus the cooldown. I think we had to use the leader charge. I've got 2... Should I greet it? I think I'm just gonna play it smart, really. Actually, what am I saying? Let's do it that way. Oh, bombardment's gonna slap. Look at this. Okay. They're just depending on this at this point. Yeah. I guess that makes sense. Should just be good. It's just that Defender takes away a lot of value from the full test Pride. I guess we could just, yeah, we'll duel it out first. Here. Put one here. That's... Just want to see where we can go with this. That's kind of cool, Weavis, for the consume to make room for all the other stuff.